There's something more to this life. There's nothing worse than wasted time. In the blink of an eye, it's over, then you die, and all you were standing there.
One, ladies and gentlemen, I see this man. He looks like John to me, but that's not who I want to see. I'd like to see the I'd like to see the Suicide Machine. Are they in the building, ladies and gentlemen? Is the Suicide Machine in the building? Have they made it to the what is that? Pumpkin beer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Supernova Saturday nights. We got the living legends in the building right there. We have the Suicide Machines, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome them to the show. Welcome them to the show. Welcome them to the show. Thank you guys for coming here and gracing us with your new things that you have. The skull of beer. What's going on? Is this a Halloween theme or is this just rock and roll?
It's life. It's just Midwest, son. Saturday night. This ain't no white girl pumpkin spice latte. This is Midwest.
You mean it's some strong manly drink where everyone should know about because we're not in the knowing. We're not in the knowing in New York. Maybe some people know, but I don't. It's new to me. Thank you so much for bringing that to us.
We like cider mills.
Cider mills. So Suicide Machine, you guys got started in 1991. It says on your bio. Is this the truth?
Yes, sir.
It is the truth.
It is the truth.
So take me back to the beginning. How did you guys form as a band, and how did you become like legends outside of New York City and right from fucking Detroit? Excuse the profanities. Right from Detroit, you launched your careers, and it's still to this day epic. How did the journey, one by one, or whoever wants to speak, let me know, how did it happen? How did you guys launch your career?
I got this.
Tell it.
No.
Joseph, how old were you in 1991?
In 1991, I was 9 years old. So I started the band when I was 9.
This is going to come as a huge shock, but this is not the original lineup. I'm sure no one noticed.
Yeah.
No.
Career? What are you talking about? Career.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something. When we did that Apple Stomp, I had some girls behind me crying because it's like, yo, Suicide Machine saved my life. Saved my life. So, dude, you got some explaining to do.
Ain't no explaining, man. Check it out. Punk rock was scary and violent in Detroit in the end of the 80s. It sucked. You had to worry about getting killed. It was a drag. And I wanted to do something that was fun and enjoyable. You know what I mean? I found Fishbone specials. And this guy from my high school, Jeff Temsky, I think we were like junior year, so like 89, gave me the Operation Ivy tape. And I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know who the specials are. I don't know who Fishbone is. I don't know Bad Brains, but like, I want to play this. And we had to figure it out because we wanted to do something that was more like upbeat in Detroit. And I hate to say the word safe, but like safe and enjoyable and have fun, you know, like that's not how it was back then. So that's the start. That's the start. Plain and simple.
Yeah, but then how did you become politically aware? What turned the band from just having fun to being more conscious and understanding the surroundings?
Well, Dead Kennedys, for starters. Jello Biafra was a big part of it. And then one of our original roadies, Steve Weller, was very deep into politics, did Food Not Bombs and all that stuff. 92, 93. I was hanging out with a lot with political activists back then. So it wasn't so much politics. It was just what I saw as like, as being a human, being what's good or correct. Not correct, what's good. What is a good thing? What is a positive thing? Not a negative thing. And that's no politics, just what is human and good. You know what I mean? Like, there was never politics. It was just what is the more loving, positive thing to do in life.
Crazy.
That's all. That's all.
So with those mixes of the bands that you listen to, right? What was your first song that you wrote inspired by these bands?
There's a song called Ugly Place. Because the world's a fucking ugly place at times. And then after that, I feel like it might have been Hey. I feel like me and Dan wrote Hey. Because at the time we were both living in suburbia almost. We're on the edge of the city. It was definitely metro area. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not really sure how it came about, but I feel like those are the first two. So,
guys, so let me chat to my man right here, Justin.
Yeah.
Justin, you're in a legendary band.
Yeah.
You're writing music that people are going to listen to for the rest of their lives and are inspiring people for the rest of their lives. What does it feel like being in that position?
Dude, it's awesome. It's unreal. It's great. I just I remember when I heard battle hymns when I was like a young teenager, and I was into ska and I was into punk and I was into death metal and like hardcore and all that. And I heard that record and it was like, holy shit, there's others out there like me. Like, it's cool if I'm into all of this at the same time. And then, it's just it's like, the groundwork that all these dudes laid out for us, like, it's not lost on any of us. Like, very appreciative of it, and it's like it's an honor to like play these songs and like be able to like keep it alive and keep it going.
My man Ryan,
Yes,
the technical one. The technical one. And I thank you for hooking up this big screen here for us. You know, it's like it's usually you see this is like we're all sandwiched together, and I get to see people on a different screen at different times. So this is amazing. Thank you so much for hooking us up.
Oh, thank you for having us.
So are you the producer in the band?
I wish. No.
Tell me what you're doing. Because this is very technical.
I think I'm pretty much the person who just happened to end up with some microphones and a tape recorder. So when it comes time for demos,
You're the producer.
So it just kind of made sense that start there, and then everybody else kind of shows up and does their thing. So actually, this living room is the place I think where we did all of the demos for our new record, which I didn't even think about until right now. But I think all 28 or 29 songs that we ended up doing, we did right from this very couch. So yeah.
Coolie, let me explain something too, though. Like,
okay.
So the machines had been going for a while.
Right.
Justin was in a sweet band called Bottomed Out, and if you looked on the I'm Matching Some Gas to the lead record, there's a song called Bottomed Out.
He goes way back. He didn't just show up. He's not brand new. He was my roommate at one time around then. He was Rich's roommate. Him and Jay played together in Hellmouth. He's definitely been part of the family long before he was actually playing with us.
I'm not nearly a good enough musician to be hired to do this.
Yeah.
Hire my ass. You gotta go back a little ways, and there's a great punk ska band from Detroit called Bourgeois Filth, which is these two guys.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, we've kept.
So you got royalty in the building. That's what you're telling me.
Straight up. Detroit Metro area royalty, straight up. Like, we kept it that way.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you.
You too, my friend.
Likewise.
Well,
yes.
Yes.
Plenty.
I've met. I'm sorry.
You met these two cats.
Yes.
Back. Yeah.
Oh.
Back.
Well, you know, I'm older now, so my brain doesn't function in the same capacity as it.
Surprise.
As I told you, my body and my legs I'm barely making it up the subway stairs. So please, my mind is just in the same state.
This is really good.
So, you guys just finished rehearsing for a show. You guys are doing some shows. What's happening?
It's kind of
Is it a show? It's not a show. It's a show. It's like Richard?
We're gonna record a performance. We'll leave it at that. We're gonna record a performance and put it out there. We're still working out all the details.
On what night?
Well, we don't know when it's.
We thought it was gonna be Halloween night.
It'll probably be released on Halloween. Maybe
Devil's night, maybe because it's a Detroit thing.
We're still figuring it out, but we're working on something. So.
Well, anybody able to come to that, or is it just more of this quarantine stuff?
No, it's gonna be quarantine. We're probably gonna have a couple people helping for crew and stuff like that, but we're not gonna sell anything like that because we're still taking all the seriously. As much as I would love to play a huge show, but it's like I just don't think that's a smart thing to do right now. So we're that
it's not lost on how weird it is doing something like this, playing a show without an audience, especially for typically a band like us. It's definitely more about the audience is probably more a part of the show than we are. So,
it's a family thing. It's definitely a family affair. For sure.
Do what we can to make it not so awkward.
Also, check out like our friends because of COVID. They're calling it a day on like our endo bar, which is called Smalls. You play.
Yeah. Is that where we played the other day?
Yeah. That was my last show before guys.
Is it Mike's place?
Yes. They're calling it a day because of COVID. So we're gonna go and play for our friends. ourselves,
Yeah.
our friends, the bartenders, the owner, some of our family, and friends.
We have a ton of history there. That's the place. Back before Rich was in the band, when I would come home from a tour, Rich lived down the street from there, and we would go there and spend half the week there usually.
I remember Mike from back in the day when he used to be with Jay on the road. That's crazy. I'm sorry about that.
Closing shows. It's going to be one of their last shows. Us and a couple other local bands.
Well, Jay, you're the mayor of, in case people don't know, you're the mayor of Detroit, which I've seen you work miracles. I've seen you, dude. Our show got canceled. I don't know, some lightning storm blew out the whole venue where we was playing. And Jay, you came up with a new venue for us to play that night. The show was not canceled. We just moved it across town. Jay, you must be able to find a parking lot where people can gather or even just throw some money in a bucket. Jay, I'm sure you can find a parking lot where you can do some social distancing and people put some money in this bucket and save smalls. Jay?
That's easy.
See?
Easy. I went to a skate park show today.
There you go.
We have a DIY skate park not too far from Smalls Bar. And there's a bunch of bands there today, and everyone kind of kept their distance. Yeah. And bands played, and we skated, and I've been drinking since a long time.
Yeah. We got like that in New York.
I'm sorry?
Have people been doing anything like that anywhere in New York as far as like social distance shows, like a park?
New York City is a rat trap right now. If you make a move, it's like
cops us today. Just look at it, they didn't care.
Listen, I went on the train and I started hearing the threats come out. If you're caught not wearing a mask, that's a $50 fine.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're taking it really serious. I mean, some people are gathering on the low, but it's not a out in the open type of a thing. It's not like, oh, we're gonna have these big festivals. I see a lot of questions. John, you need to read those questions to me. In fact, we're gonna come right back. We're gonna play a video and we're gonna come right back.
All right, cool. Now
I'll be right back.
I knew, if I said it, they would never tell me I knew. There's a part with a short game, I don't know what's like no game.
You coming back on me right now? Okay, cool. We're back in tune. We in tune now?
Just me and
John? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're right back in here with the Suicide Machines as they go and fill up their glasses with more pumpkin, carrot, caramel juice. something to that effect. I'm not sure of the ingredients, but they seem to enjoy it. How does it taste, my man?
It's incredible. Yeah, it really is. It's like a dessert.
But are you trying to tell me they don't have pumpkin beer in New York City?
Listen, dude, I've barely drink, so I don't know what they have.
Really?
I was straight edge for so long, and I only got introduced to a few beers, which was Corona and Guinness. So please excuse my ignorance. That's all I know. I know white rum from Jamaica, but I don't know anything about it.
I promise you're not the asshole here. It's here. We are. Not you.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it would taste really nice.
It is.
Dessert
All right,
in the glass.
Okay, before we go back into the line of questioning, there's a bunch of things that I want to get out to the public so they're aware of it. The Suicide Machines have launched their new merchandise. It's called the Big Cartels. There should be a link over there in the description or in the ad or in the comments and so forth. Please also know that the Supernova will match anything up to $200 what you purchase tonight. So Suicide Machine is not asking for your money. They're asking. Can you listen to me? Hello, John. I'm speaking. John. Oh, it's not. Okay. Excuse me. I've been corrected by the voice beyond. Well, I hear you. You should come in sometimes and chime. So they won't think I'm crazy. So $200 will be donated to the Alpha Boy School. Is that correct, John? All donations. Okay, so all donations up to 200 will go to the Alpha Boy School. Supernova will match that. Is that correct, John? Okay, I have said it in one breath. Okay, so there's a bunch of questions here. I mean, as you guys came on, the questions just started flying in. So, John, could you take it from the top, please, and read them to me, or you can say on air if you don't mind, please.
Okay, I'm on. I'm here. All
Thank
right,
you so
question
Han
from Michael.
Solo.
Yes, Han Cholo. I'm Han Cholo. Question from Michael Chicos. Being from Detroit, are y'all buddies with Mustard Plug?
Yeah. They're the other side of the state,
Yeah.
but hell yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ever.
West Side, but they're great. We love them. We usually play with them every Christmas, and in this year.
Yeah. So, next question, John.
Annie Clemens. Hello, Annie Clemens. Gentlemen,
Annie, big up yourself.
Gentlemen, can you speak to the unique quality that Midwestern ska punk conveys? As a fan, it felt to me, growing up in Indiana, there was an undercurrent of escape, boredom, a ferocity that I would feel at shows with the Pacers, Sacco, MU330, Secret Cajun Band, quite different from the West Coast, East Coast feel that enjoyed more diversity, mobility. Am I off base?
You're not off base. You know, the thing is like with Detroit, you had bands like Gangster Fun, so there was there was diversity. You know what I mean? You had Gangster Fun. What was the band from Kalamazoo?
Mad Butchers.
Yeah, Mad Butchers. You had stuff like Mad Butchers, Gangster Fun, like, you know what I mean? So there was diversity here, at least in Michigan. I don't know about anywhere else. We had black, white, female, male. That's how it was. Yes, it was slightly a little bit on the white side, but like that's probably why there's a little more attitude as well as ferocity with Michigan bands, because we were a little bit more angry than most. But we had a very more diverse culture than the rest of the Midwest, I feel.
Also, kudos for mentioning Johnny Sacco.
Yeah,
Right?
Agent band. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And the Pacers.
Pacers. Hey, the guy from the Pacers called us out. Yeah, I'm about to start some shit, right? Here we go. The guy from the Pacers talks on us, and you know what? I was like, I didn't even fucking care. I was like, whatever, dude, don't care.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that you did. There's more questions, but I'm just gonna throw something in there and shit. I appreciate what you guys did for my band. That's no joke. The first time I ever saw, to my recollection, because they said I knew her, but I don't. The first time I ever saw Gwen Stefani, you were playing with her, and we had a day off, and you guys were playing with them in someplace, I'm not sure, in California. And you brought me on the stage, on their stage, on your shoulders, with the mic in your hand, screaming and bigging me up. I'll never forget this. I just wanted to tell you that shit on camera. That's enough respect. You will always be my G, for sure. Not only are you cool, now let me just go on there. Not only are you an activist, but you're cool like that. So enough respect.
I'm an activist, man.
Yes, you are. You are a motherfucking G. Excuse the language again, ladies and gentlemen. It's a friend here, so I kind of just let loose with the F-bombs. But the truth of the matter is, you out there voicing your discontent to the world, and I love that, dude. So enough respect. You may not call yourself activist, but I'm telling you.
I get in trouble.
Huh? All right, let me get some more questions here. John, give me some of those other questions here. I see them coming.
All right, from Daniel Choa Cepeda. Question for the band. How has the decline in the North American automakers and its effect on Detroit's economy influenced your songwriting?
Mm.
Well, all right. Well, listen to the song "Flint Hostage Crisis."
Yeah.
It's not just about water. It's about the rich people who poison them to make money, but it is also about companies like Buick and the remaining companies that decided to say, okay, we know the shit's poisoned because it's rusting out our auto parts. Something's wrong with the water, but they said nothing. If that tells you anything, I got offered a job recently at GM. I already made more money where I was working dealing with food than to work with GM. I also am working. Man, I can't put myself. I'm scamming the government pretty hard. I can't really talk about. I'm making more money. I'm making more money now. Motherfucker, we just got hired at GM.
Next question. No. Next question.
Talk about the government.
Keep it down.
Taking all their fucking money. Taking all their.
Okay, next question. And the next question comes from Kristen Forbes. Hey, Kristen.
Ooh, Lady Hatchet.
Lady
What's
Hatchet.
up? Lady Hatchet in the building.
Kristen, Lady Hatchet.
Does Disneyland Hamtramck still exist around the corner from Smalls?
Oh, Hamtramck. Yeah, I haven't been there in a few years, but I think it's still there. I never heard that it got tore out, but that guy's got to be dead now. He was 150 years old 20 years ago. So I don't really have a good answer for that. I apologize.
Shout out to the Scotch Bonnets.
Hey, shout out. Give me a next one there, John.
Question from Richard Van Stilland. I think I got that right. What's it like having your music immortalized in games like Tony Hawk Pro Skater and movies like Disney's Brink? That was a big swing.
Yo,
it's like a rollerblading.
Rollerblading.
I think it's rollerblading.
Holy shit. Hey, let me go on record. Rollerblading is way cooler than skateboarding.
Yeah.
And we need a guitar player.
Holy shit! It was in a rollerblading movie.
Yeah, I don't know how that came about, but yeah. My cred went way down. Just
Yeah. No, it's still up there, kid. That was in the past. You was young. You was young. You needed the money.
Hey. Hey, check this out, man. Check this out. Tony Hawk is a nice dude, man.
Yeah.
Nice dude. And I feel like it was your coworker that sold him his house in Detroit, right?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was in Detroit for. He no longer owns it here, I don't think, but he was here for a little while. And I don't know. Obviously, that was back in the day having that song in there, and then even with the re-release, like that's the kind of stuff that like we release a record, and obviously the people in the inner circle are always show out for all that kind of stuff, and then but you get stuff like that happens, and like people completely come out of the fucking woodwork who like you would never even expect, like people who know from a friend of your friends or whatever that are like, oh, I know someone who's in that one band, and then they see something like that and they're like, oh wait, but you're in the video game, and it's pretty crazy because it's kind of you get a lot of stuff from places that you never in a million years would have ever kind of been in that person's radar. So it's very weird. But cool.
I know the feeling. I know what you're talking about. John, give me another question here.
All right. Conrad Faruhia asks, will there be a record release party for Revolution Spring at some point when shows are back on?
I hope
2031.
So. God damn.
At this point, it'll probably end up being a double record release party for whatever our next record's going to be, and for this one. We were supposed to play at a really, really cool record store called UHF Records on the day that the record came out here in Royal Oak, Michigan. Our friends that work there had set everything up, and obviously our record came out the week that everything in Michigan was completely shut down. So obviously all of that was scrapped, but I hope that there is. We will definitely, as soon as we can, we'll be doing something. At this point, I think it will probably be more of a celebration that we can actually play shows again than a record.
Yeah, you can have it Tuesday. Let's play a show. Like,
yeah.
That video.
Coolie Ranx.
Yes, sir.
My show ever in Detroit until today?
Say that one again.
What was the very last show I saw until today?
It was us. We were skanking in s'mores.
That's right.
Skanking in s'mores, and then the world collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The great pause.
The master plan. I can go on.
It was a good show for me. All good.
It was a great show. We got more questions. I think we're gonna shoot to another video if we have any more videos. If not, we got loads of questions. The questions are firing, and I'm gonna tell you something. I've never seen so many questions come in on the show. I've never seen so many questions, and he hasn't even gotten to them.
bring it. Do 'em.
Yeah, we're gonna do a video and come right back. Yeah, we're not gonna take too much time. We'll be right back.
The sun's come, hey, make some noise in the street like
As I was saying, there's like a void in there. I think I got the same shit too. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. We are with the Suicide Machines. Please like and share. You can shout out your hoods too, where you're from. That's cool too. Give me some more of those questions there, John. We want to get that. I want to make sure everyone gets their voices heard and their questions asked because this is a rare occasion.
All right, Timo Schneider from EAV Rudio. Shout out EAV Rudio. Big up on Gangster Fun and love the track on Ska Against Racism. Any more plans on having John Bunkley guest vocalist with y'all?
No, but he is. Check it out, man. John Bunkley, I'll give you two things. For one, my other band, Navarro the Traitors, just recorded I'd Buy a Gun by Gangster Fun for a comp. But two, John Bunkley just recorded 3 7-inches of just solo rock steady. It's going to come out 7-inch, 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 and it's just straight up all him playing every single instrument. Wow. And it's rock. So check out him for sure. One of the greatest artists of all time from Detroit. And he's a beautiful, beautiful painter. And he brews absinthe and he brews gin, which is pretty fun.
Okay.
So big ups to my man Bunkley.
Cheers. Give me another one, John.
All right. Mark Leibowitz asks, why is Pot Shot the best band ever?
They are. I don't know. Pot Shot. I sent a Pot Shot video in when we were fucking idiots and thought that we were supposed to send other bands live videos in.
Yeah, my fault.
I sent a Pot Shot. Played with them in, was it Osaka? Last October? Like a month or a year,
Almost
a month ago? A month ago?
Yeah.
A year ago?
Yeah, a year and a month ago.
I don't remember.
We did. It was,
where was that?
It was awesome.
It was Nagoya or Osaka, I think.
My wife was making fun of me because I was nearly in tears watching. Like, I can't believe I'm in fucking Japan playing with Pot Shot right now. This is insanity. They're so good.
They are one of the most amazing bands to play with ever, and the funnest people to hang out with.
Oh my god!
Without a doubt,
Yeah.
Real G,
Yeah.
or Satoshi. They're just amazing people. Just so fun.
Saitoshi-san.
Yes, best.
We had a lot of friends in Japan, man.
Yeah,
Cool. Give me another one, John.
Tim Receiver. Tim Receiver is asking.
That guy is, but I'm not answering his question.
Sorry, Tim. All right, so Supernova can be the spot for your double record release. What?
In 2028?
Yeah.
Cool. Call us in 5 years. And
Let me
Be there.
Let me actually shout out that record. That new record is fire.
Thank you.
That new record is
Hey,
flames.
yo, your
Bang,
new
bang, 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 bang. Huh?
your new solo track is fire.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I know you're gonna get like a half a penny from me from Spotify, but I got that.
Ain't that the truth, bro? Ain't that the truth? They're giving us a half a. Anyway, it's a industry thing. Until such time as we own our own industry, we are subject to the control of these big industry weeks. That's what it is until we do our own thing. But this is something right now. This Supernova thing right now is something right now that gives us all a platform that we can speak and we can say our minds without it being censored and without having to follow some type of a format that is dictated by somebody else. So enough respect to Tim and April for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, why don't you tell them like we didn't want any money tonight. We want all the money.
That's
to go
right.
away.
Say it again. Let them hear it from your mouth.
No. I want you to say it, man. All the money is going to away.
All the money is going under the table for being on the show because that's what we do.
Hide from the government.
No, so these gentlemen came here on the show on their own accord to make sure that they are being seen and to let you know that what they're doing is for the people and they're not taking any money from the merchandise. They're sending it to the Alpha Boy School. And I have to respect them for all that they do in this music and what they give. So enough respect to these brothers again. It's always a pleasure. Because that's my lion right over there. You done know a lion in the building. Give me some more questions there, John.
All right. Derek Reed asked, what bands are you each feeling these days that we should check out?
Suicide Machines.
Don't let me. No.
Here you go.
Bands that I'm feeling right now. Oh my God. I don't know. We've been working so much on our own stuff. We've been pretty self-involved. But
I'm like, does it got to be new?
Nah.
It's.
Let's go with
It's yeah.
Ryan's like, actually, yes. Here
Yo,
are the
I hate
rules.
dudes that dwell on the past. Let's go with like the past 5 years.
Past 5 years.
Past 5 years. Don't dwell on some ancient shit. Let's move on to the future. Past 5 years.
I don't know that I have the fucking brain power to do this right now.
Can I give you some? Can I give you some bands to listen to?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you should listen to yourselves because that record, like I said, is fire. Listen to that.
I love you.
No, I'm straight up. The only reason why I can't play your thing is because your thing is all published, as I be playing the hell out of your thing because once I play published music, it shuts down my show. But trust me, I will be playing. Yeah. But Loving Paupers, a band called The Drops. They're from the UK. Bite Me Bambi. Guys from Philadelphia, Cat Bite.
Oh, they're great. Play with them.
Yeah.
Prize Fighters. The Players. Actually, and a band from Detroit, 75 Days of Sun.
Great
Fire.
band.
Fire.
Darren's my homie, man. Great band.
Fire. Anyway, I'll tell you a thing all day. Pannonia All-Star Orchestra from Hungary. Fire. We go on. We'll do this all day.
Cool.
Next.
Off right now.
Yeah.
One single band.
3 bands, right?
I'm like,
This is rapid
Well,
fire.
no. Like Cat Bite, obviously. Cat Bite.
Kill
Kill
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Great.
Yeah.
we are the union.
Hold on.
We
Let's
are
go
the-
down.
Yes.
Cat Bite. I went first. I said Cat Bite, Kill Lincoln. Don't jump on my fucking ship. Get on your own.
All right, I'll go. If you're not going to name a third, you're going to name a third.
I gotta name a third.
Name a third. We'll go 3.
Have you guys ever heard of the Misfits?
No.
I heard they might be something someday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip.
That's a hot new sound.
I'm gonna flip your wig because it ain't gonna be ska for me.
Okay.
Kate Tempest.
Okay.
For me, Kate Tempest.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Cat bite. Fuck it. Cat bite.
Oh, you know, I've been in Stick to Your Guns. We did Warped Tour with them.
Yeah.
Those dudes are really fucking politically righteous, and obviously it's not ska, but great dudes, and like they've got a great message. Like they're doing cool shit.
And number 3, I'm gonna go with the Skints from England. Fuck it.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're good. Everything definitely good.
I'm gonna be the non-ska jerk because all the stuff I've been obsessed with lately. There's a band from Canada called D-Boy that they've been around for a couple of years, but they have this hilarious shtick. It's like, I don't know, cheap and sleazy, like punk rock and roll. There's a band from Philly called Dark Thoughts that I'm also currently obsessed with. It's kind of like, it's Ramones-ish, but like they got their own thing going on. I love that. And shit, what was the other one I was gonna just hit it on the tip of my tongue? Fuck. I don't know. Homeless Gospel Choir out of Pittsburgh. I've been listening to that a lot lately. What up, Derek? That guy's awesome. You guys should check that out. It's like a cool, unique thing. It's like you watch him play and you're like, I've never seen anybody do just like this. What? Yeah, I mean, the chats are all right. I'm on Smoko. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
All right, B, come on, 3.
The last show that I played, with the exception of when we made our video in February, was I play in another band. We were lucky enough to play a show with Bad Cop, and War on Women, both of who are fucking amazing live. So been still listening to them because I'm one of those people, you know, after you play a show with somebody, I just get very into the bands that we play with. So been listening to both of those bands a lot. Beyond that,
let's be honest, there's not much we can mention that you wouldn't need a strobe light and a cape to listen to.
What it becomes It's October right now, so as soon as it goes from September to October, everything is Sam Hain, the Sisters of Mercy, AFI, like, you know, listening to Christian Death, like all that kind of stuff.
I straight up was rocking Youth Code on the way over here, so
yeah, it's that time of year, so it's kind of like it's hard to listen to like
you were trying to get us to cover
happy music right now.
I understand. Give me some more, John. More questions.
All right, Drew Skull, what's your favorite place to play outside of Detroit, and why is it at Supernova Ska Festival?
Yeah.
All right.
Anywhere in, Japan is just fucking king, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit's cool. There's a lot of pressure playing Detroit, though, kind of. I like Japan's my spot. That's it.
If we play a show in Detroit, like 800 people want to be on the guest list, and it's this whole and it's so that's what he means by it. There's a little bit of pressure in Detroit because it's like everybody, we have too many friends and they don't want to buy concert tickets. So that's to explain that. But
friends support you.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Hey, Rich, there's no beer in the dressing room. Can you get some more of that? You know?
I'll be right there. Hold on.
I think that's
right
probably,
there.
besides Detroit, Chicago is probably my
that's
second favorite because it's close enough to home where you get enough of that hometown feeling, but it's still not
Jack Jaws.
all of the stuff that comes along with playing in Detroit, yet you're still in the Midwest, and I don't know, I fucking love Chicago.
I got a question for you though. I'm still trying to figure out, how did you go from being a Detroit band to just blowing? How did you get to that next level? What did you do? Who did you meet? What happened? How did you get there to being like boom?
I don't know, man. I guess I should probably answer this one, man.
Well, none of us were there, so yeah.
Just tell me, man. Tell me. I'm dying to know. Because
yeah, I want to say grassroots DIY touring, but like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, yeah, we had a lot of people at our shows, right? And then Tony Hawk happened.
Doing what?
Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk.
Oh.
Video game, man. We had a lot of people at our shows. We do like 400 or 500 people at our shows a lot.
Yeah.
And game dropped, which we didn't think anything of. And all of a sudden there was like 1,000, 1,500 people a night. It was the game, man.
Crazy.
Straight up. It wasn't MTV.
Yeah.
It wasn't TV. It wasn't our Hollywood records. Was that shitty ass rollerblade movie?
I was gonna say, it's like,
I don't know.
Actually, it was the rollerblade.
It wasn't the
movie that
shitty
just,
ass
like,
rollerblade.
It was a rollerblade movie that blew you up.
All I can think is the movie Prayer of the Roller Boys. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
That being said, like straight up, man, like we've done a lot. We've done a ton of DIY touring. We toured.
You've done a lot. I know you've done a lot of touring. I know.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, is it because, we was like road dogs? I'm like, is it the road dog shit, or is it something that catapulted you so you could do the road dog shit, or was it just the road dog grind?
Sure, we road dogged it in ska, and ska punk was kind of big, right? But like, dude, that game dropped, right? The game dropped, and it was like, okay, we're playing to 400 or 500 people. Oh shit, we're sold out. That's it. Like,
Well, thank God you could do good music. God damn it, man. At least you got, you know what I'm saying? If the music was crap, you understand what I'm saying? If the music was whack and you got that opportunity, oh man, I'd hate you. But
yeah,
you guys are good. You know what I mean?
Well, like that first person said, talking about all the bands that were around in the Midwest back when ska started, like there were a lot more bands back then too. In like 95, 96 into 97 is when it was Rich and I were talking with one of our friends last week where he said, it was for the Suicide Machines. And this is obviously before we were even in the band, it was very much for what was happening at that time. It was like a right place, right time kind of thing too, because a lot of the bands had broken up. A lot of the bands weren't touring. You had a lot of bands that were doing real cool shit. You had fucking Slapstick from Chicago who were playing shows before they broke up, and then out of nowhere they just decided to call it a day and everything. But it was around that time there was just it was just happening, and I think that it was very right place, right time, plus all of the touring and everything on top of it, and the video games of a perfect storm.
Excellent, perfect storm for sure.
Yo, I should have played the Dead.
Yeah.
John, give me some more questions.
All right, let's do some rapid fire. How's that sound?
Okay, go on. Let's see what we got.
All right. When you're able to tour, it says, do you think you might do Florida is back open. Do you think you might do a mini tour soon?
Did Florida ever close?
We were supposed to go to Florida in November, but it had to be canceled / postponed indefinitely. So yes, that is something we want to do, because that used to be like for as small of a state as that is, we used to do 5 or 6 shows there and they would all crush, and we were going to come down and do that. And so the short answer is yes, we will be back. We love Florida. We miss everybody there. We just don't know when, like everything else.
Right on. That was Krista Yates. And then Tobin Hill. Oh, go
Krista
ahead.
Yates! The long answer is her husband is Bill Danforth, which is the president of the chapter of my skate club.
Oh, what's up?
Check that out.
Yeah. Danforth family, I love you.
All right, question.
Justin Bueller, have you noticed? Oh, sorry, I need to back up one. Tobin Hill, same thing about Idaho. Will you come to Idaho? Have you ever played Idaho? Do you have any favorite memories?
I remember one of the first shows that I played. Actually, it may have even been before I was in the band.
You're in Telegraph.
we played a show. Bricks was in Boise, right? Or am I thinking
Salt Lake City?
Okay. Can't remember the name of the place, but it is now closed. But it was what may have not been the name of it, but it was in Boise. We played a show. I was not old enough to drink yet. However, I think Royce ended up giving me his ID because he and I looked so
because
much
you look just like Royce. Who the fuck was working the door there? Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, security, you're fired.
Yeah. We played this show was amazing. It was so much fun. And we went out. The promoter ended up taking us all out. I don't remember what bar we went to. But we went out until the bar closed. Then we went out, and back then the band used to take a U-Haul truck that had all of the equipment and all of the merch and everything in it. And the bar was closed, so we all decided to open up the U-Haul truck because they had all kinds of beer in there from all of the previous dressing rooms and everything that didn't get drank that night. And we kind of made the back of the U-Haul into a bar for the evening, and we drank in the back of the U until the sun came up, and after that, for whatever reason, we decided to throw all of the bottles out and then take off.
So to answer the question, what was the question? The question was,
I just got so fucked up about Royce giving you his idea.
I'm gonna go take a piss, but like,
all right,
we played with the Vandals at a drag queen bar. It was the last night there.
Jay, are you using your dreads as a microphone right now?
We destroyed. Everyone kicked in all the pipes and destroyed everything at the last night. Us and the Vandals, and the whole bar flooded 3 feet in sewage. It was sweet.
Oh my Lord! All right, you know what? We're gonna go on for maybe like 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Because we came on late.
Okay.
But, let me grab some more questions here, John.
Let's go through them real fast.
All right. Richard Van Steelen says, any chance of Destruction by Definition getting a vinyl release?
Asbestos Records re-released it a few years ago. We have no plans for that. Bug Asbestos Records.
All right. Justin Bueller. Go ahead. Sorry.
I said, or look on eBay.
Yeah. Justin Bueller, have you noticed a rise in streaming numbers since the release of the new Tony Hawk game?
You know what's funny is even before the new Tony Hawk game, when our new record came out, we're old school enough to where we're not familiar. We don't know what streaming numbers mean, and everybody told us, "Dude, your streaming numbers are great," and we're like, I have no frame of reference for that because we're old farts and we still like buy records and shit like that. So I have no idea, to be honest with you.
You probably made like $5.
Yeah, you 1 billion stream.
Yeah.
Here's
All right. Sammy K. Hey, Sammy K.
Sammy, big up yourself, Sammy K.
Top 5 modern bands.
Wait, what?
He wants your top 5 modern bands.
Modern bands.
Modern bands.
I mean, you guys kind of touched on that before.
Yeah, we touched that already.
Okay.
Sorry, Sammy.
That could be a long one. Let's save that one for last so we can get through the rest of them.
Mo Train asks, are you guys ever doing a re-record Green World?
No.
No, I hope not. No,
God, please, no.
Those songs are fun to listen to, but we've tried to play some of them, and I think it needs to be left in the mid-90s.
Check it out, Holmes. Ain't happening.
Okay, Conrad writes, how about Suicide Machine's Gangsta Fun Show and Traitors one day?
Yeah, fuck yeah. We'll see you in 5 years.
I don't want to do, 1, no shows. 2, I really don't want to do a double set. 3, Gangster Fun anytime they want.
Right on. How did you decide Roger Lima would be the producer of Revolution Spring?
Because I can't sing.
Honestly, even before going way back, like 10 years, like from when Justin first joined, he would always ask me, he's like, you guys gonna do new stuff? Let me do demos. Let me help you out. Can I record something? Can I do something? And he's, since we started playing shows again. He's been there since day one, asking to be involved. And then when we decided we were going to do a new record, it was like, you know what? He would probably be the perfect guy for the job because we hadn't written new songs in so long. It was like, what do we even sound like anymore? And we were just like, yeah, he's the guy.
I mean, without that dude, the whole thing would have just been feedback and fucking screaming, probably.
Yeah. Recording with him was funny. There was like one song where we had a really weird part, and he was just like, that part's really weird. And I'm like, I know, it's awesome. He's like, it's not awesome. Like, nobody wants to.
All right, Michael, did Jack Kevorkian sue, and that's why you changed the name?
Jack Kevorkian. Did you guys get the desist from Jeffrey Feiger? That was the rumor.
Nah, I called him. And he was like, you should drop the name. I was like, fuck you. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't think anybody can answer that but Jay. But
What?
Did Jack Kevorkian ever sue the band over the name?
All right, so check it out. Like, long story short, I called his lawyer, Jeff Feiger, and was like, hey, our band's called blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you should probably drop the name. I was like, hey, fuck you, and hung up the phone. Right, and we put out the Rudiments, the split with the Rudiments regardless.
Yeah.
And then we got to sign to Hollywoods, and I'm like, you probably should drop the name Jack Kevorkian. I was like, yeah, it's fucked up, lame, long name anyways, right? Years later, I had a lawsuit. I went to his office, which isn't too far from my house in Detroit. I was like, hey, I need you to represent me. I went and met him, and I was like, hey, I'm Jay from the Suicide Machines. So he's like, oh.
Mr. Fuck You.
Oh. I was like, hey, we changed the name. He's like, oh, I remember you. Long story short, he repped me, and everything was cool. Whatever.
Very cool. Very cool.
Fuck it. I heard he likes dominatrixes.
We just got a few more for you guys.
Let's do it.
Yep.
All right, what's the writing process?
Hey guys, I have this song. It's good. Let's do it. That sucks. Let's not do it.
Honestly, everybody is like, it's just everybody brings something to the table, but I don't think there's anything on that record that we bring nearly completed songs, each of us, but everybody touches everything. It's like everything gets adjusted, or like there's shit that was just jammed on. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it is like, I've never been in a band in my entire life that is this equally distributed writing wise.
Yeah. Well, this is the first record that I can recall, I think, where we had, like, obviously we had songs that were, Justin had a demo that was done that was like, here's this song. Jay had a demo done that was like, here's this song. Rich did the same thing. I did the same thing. Everybody's sending each other songs that we wrote, sometimes fully complete, but besides those songs, I would say there were probably just as many for the first time since I can remember ever in the band that we all wrote together, like all in the same room, which has never really happened before. So it's kind of, there's not really one definitive thing of like, this is how we always do it. And I think part of that was because luckily we had the luxury of taking as much time as we wanted. And it may have been a little too much time for some people who wanted stuff done really fast, but
that's their problem.
Exactly. But that's the way we did it. And I think now that we, obviously people were like, why don't you just record your record? We want it, I was like, well, it's not there yet. And
it's a democracy. And we took a poll.
Yeah.
And we literally made a poll for us and Roger and our manager Mark from the Code, and just fucking
for the 30,
that's how we chose the songs.
We had 30 songs, and that's how the ones that ended up on the record ended up being on the record. Those were the ones that everybody picked. So
everyone can eat shit. Straight up. It's the best record we've ever done.
Yeah. Sounds great. It sounds great. Give me some more, John.
Yeah. Fuck, and Mark Code was a part of it.
He was, absolutely.
Mark from the ska punk band The Code was a big part of picking out everything. Straight up.
Right on.
How many more
Like 3 or 4.
Thank
We
God.
can do those.
Okay, do you plan a tour in Asia, especially in the Philippines?
That would be awesome.
Yes.
We hope.
That would be fucking
That
great.
would be great.
Are you
Yeah.
open for business?
Hey, this goes as a shout out to my man Danny Rebel. Straight up Danny Rebel with KGB, man. You want to talk about the Philippines? Danny Rebel.
Mm.
Him and I will only know this very moment between him and I. This goes out to him.
Right on.
This next
That
question.
sounds like a whole other episode.
All right, what's next?
Okay, how did Hollywood Records find you?
I sent them a no.
All right. So a dude was playing our split the Rudiments in his like cubicle. His fucking cubicle, right? This producer who did like Glenn Campbell and shit like that, fastball, all this fucking shit.
The Wallflowers.
Wallflowers walked by and was like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's the Suicide Machines." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna call him." That's it.
Sweet.
And just
It's like
Shout out
some
to
like walking by the Zack Attack garage and like
Screech is my homeboy, but he's not my homeboy.
shout out to the Rudiments.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me?
Shout out to the Rudiments. It's been a minute.
One of the videos I picked was I thought this was some crazy video show where we all got to like do cool songs.
We thought it was MTV.
Yeah, I thought it was like MTV, right?
Dude's like,
yo,
I'm a VJ
MTV
now.
ska. It was like, yo, MTV ska. I was like, yeah, Rudiments whaling paddle, straight up. And it's not.
TV Sky. Such a good idea.
Yeah, but you gave me a great playlist of videos to go watch later. So.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, let's see. What's Jay's favorite song that he wrote? All right. How did Jay transition into Hellmouth?
Because I hated myself.
And what's each member's favorite beer? That's the last question.
Oh,
Drinking it.
Salted caramel. Fuck, favorite beer.
I drink wine, Cabernet.
If I could only drink one beer for the rest of time, it would probably be Black Label.
Modelo.
This segment brought to you by Black Label.
Modelo is mine for sure.
Yeah, we gotta get we gotta get money for that. They gotta- yeah.
That's
All
it.
right, ladies and gentlemen,
We did it.
we're gonna call us a night. It is 9:16 past the hour, 60 minutes past the hour. It's Saturday night on Supernova. We have the Suicide Machines. This has been amazing. Yo, Lion, big up yourself. It's an honor to have you guys on the show, and thank you so much for coming. And get me some wave files so I can play your music, so it don't be like cutting me off. Okay. Yeah, y'all have a good night. And we'll be back next week. I'm not sure who the guest is. You want to shout it out to me, John, so I know who the guest is next week?
I think it's Dave Hilliard. From
Dave
the
Haley from the
Slackers.
Slackers is on next week.
Oh,
Tim
dude.
will tell me in about 5 seconds.
Hey,
I think Dave is on next week.
zoom in.
Zooming in.
I don't give a shit about your bullshit with Mike Park and the Slackers. I don't give a fuck about shit. There's real problems in the world. Dumb shit. I love the Slackers and I love Mike Park. Fuck the dumb
What is there beef? Is there beef?
Someone was
shit.
trying
Nah, some dumb internet shit. Fuck that.
There's beef?
No, I mean, no.
No, there's no beef.
There couldn't be beef.
There's bigger problems in the world.
Yeah.
Ignore it.
Oh, because I didn't know about no beef like that.
Okay,
We don't do beef in scars. It's we don't do beef in scars. That's whack.
Coolie, I was
Anyway,
so wrong.
ladies and gentlemen.
Coolie, I was so wrong. We
What?
got Neville Staple from the special.
Oh!
But still fuck the beef.
Yo, big ups to the original Rude Boy.
Yes, the original road boy coming from across the lands. Okay, that's a big show. We got Neville Stables in from the specials next week. That's crazy. That's crazy. We just had the Suicide Machines. I think this is actually we need some LTJ next. Yeah. ladies and gentlemen, this is a good night. Saturday night here on the Supernova. I shall see you guys next week. Shout out to the Suicide Machines, to our special guest, Johnny Bravo, as usual. You don't know, big up yourself. Boop, 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 boop. Tim and April, enough respect, and we keep the movement moving. Yeah, man, we're out and bad.
Thanks, Coolie.
Thank you so much.
Yo.